Hey you guys, it's me Kianna coming at you today, and I am coming at you making a really quick and easy and also inexpensive tuna salad. So I wanted to share this really quick and easy recipe with you guys. This is great for a side dish. This is also great to eat with some crackers for lunch, and it's great for you to take to work. So I always like to come up with easy little recipes for you to make in your own home, and also of course being inexpensive. Right now I am using a low carb pasta, and I used a half a box of your Dream Fields pasta. This pasta, you guys, literally is it cuts your carbs way down. Literally the carb intake, you guys, the digestible carbs is 5 grams per serving. Now if you were to look at the back of a box of, let's say, your regular elbow pasta, you guys, it is extreme. It's like 70% more carbs in it than it is with this. So what's that, Daddy?
My cake.
Huh?
My cake. I don't like the chocolate.
Oh, so they can have that?
Yeah, I don't like the chocolate.
Oh, they can have with their Sunday bar?
Yeah.
Because we're doing Sunday bars for them today. We have guests over. We have Nene friends over. So not only did I make a great pizza, I made a meat lovers, vegetarian meat lovers pizza, and that's actually in the oven, but I'm also going to make this tuna salad as well, and we're going to have build your own Sundays, Sunday bar as well. Nene's friend Leah is over, and also Malcolm, of course, is over. So enough about that. Let's get started. What you're going to need for this is you're going to need some diced onion and celery, and I already have it pre-diced in this container. You're going to, of course, naturally need some mayo. How can you fix a salad without Old Bay? You simply can. Black pepper. And we're going to use these already pre-portioned little containers of tuna. And as you can see, you see a coupon on it. And of course, you guys know that Mama must have couponed for it. And I left one of the coupons on it because my markets always double the coupons if it's under $1. So I actually got $1 off of these, and these were on sale for, I think they were on clearance, discontinued for $1.49. So I wound up for these 2 cups of tuna, which is great for protein, ladies, also. I wound up paying 49 cents. And these are already pre-packaged and pre-portioned. And if you're interested, each cup is 70 calories. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use 2 of those containers. I'm going to actually use 4, but 2 packs. They come 2 in a pack. So I'm going to use 4 containers. And they look like that. So it's all simple. We're just going to assemble all of that. This is the half a box of cooked low carb pasta. That's what it looks like. I'm going to put that in there. And this basically comes already drained, but naturally it's going to have just a tad bit of water, so just be careful and just lift it out. Okay. Then we're going to add that diced celery and onion. And then I'm going to also add a little bit of green and red pepper. I have it already pre-diced as well, just like the onion. And it's just simply the fajita mix, but we're just going to add a little bit of the peppers and everything. Actually, we're going to use this one because we already have onion in that one, so we're going to use some of the pepper medley. But you're going to want to slice up some of that. It's already sliced, but you're going to want to dice up some of that. I mean, Daddy made that cake for y'all as well, he said. Made it last night. So with the Sunday bar. Right? So that is the tuna. We're going to add some of the diced celery and onion. And anybody that's been watching me know that my husband does not like these things in his salad. So he's probably not going to eat this, but I'll guess will. And since that's why I only made a half of package of the elbows. Alright. And as far as the pepper medley, just dice it up a little bit. You could just roughly chop some of these up. I'll use my cutting board to do it. And that's going to add a little bit extra color to it as well, you guys. Like I said, you don't have to use a whole bunch of ingredients. You don't have to use a whole pile of different seasonings. If you use some really great items, you really don't have to use a whole bunch of things. Now, my mom would use a little bit of celery seed in here, but I'm using regular celery, so I don't feel that it's a need or necessary to have it. And then you have to understand that Obey has a combination of different ingredients or different seasonings. So we don't have to use a whole bunch of different kinds of seasonings, because the ones that we have are basically multi-seasoned. So it works great for a just really clean and really good flavorful salad. Alright, so that is enough right there, you guys. So we're just going to go ahead and add that pepper medley, which consists of orange, red, and yellow peppers. We're going to add that to our salad. Then, of course, we're going to add in the mayo and then stir that together. And last but not least comes the seasoning. If you want to know measurements of everything, I used probably about a quarter cup of, that should be definitely enough right there. You don't want it to be too dry, you guys. Now let me tell you why you don't want it to be too dry. And then I'll go back to the measurements. Because once you put it in the refrigerator, it's going to soak up some of that. It's going to soak up some of that mayo. Then you're going to wind up with a dry tuna salad. And to me, that's like just as worse as having a under-seasoned tuna salad. So as far as the onion, I use probably about I would say probably about a half a cup. As far as the peppers, I would say I use probably about a quarter of a cup. And as far as mayo, I would say I use definitely an entire cup. I'm probably going to add just a little bit more, so it'll be like a cup and maybe 1/4. As far as Obey, I just use probably about 2 tablespoons and 1 tablespoon of black pepper. So we're going to go ahead and stir that all together. Again, we used a half a pack of noodles. And as far as the amount of tuna, we used 4 little cups, so that is equivalent to like 2 cans. Again, keep in mind that that mayo is going to soak up in this noodles and vegetables and the elbows. So, and once you put it in the fridge, you want to break up all that tuna, you guys. Make sure you break up all that tuna in there. And that, as you can see, was just the right amount of mayo. Once it's soaked up, it's going to be exactly the way that you want it. It's not going to be too moist and it's not going to be too dry. And believe it or not, you guys, that is it. That is how you make an easy, inexpensive tuna salad. And this probably cost about, let's see if we break down, the noodles were $1 on sale, so half of that was 50 cents. The vegetables you already have in your home. More than likely every person has a well-stacked refrigerator and pantry, so you already have the seasonings and the vegetables. And the tuna itself, that cost us, for these two, cost about $1. So this cost us about $2, but mind you, you're making a big bowl of tuna salad, and this will probably feed you for a couple lunches. And you can add crackers to this or whatever. We're adding this as a side dish because I told you I already made them a meat lovers pizza, and it's in the oven now actually cooking. You can check on that if you like. And that is it. So there you have it, you guys. Make sure you clean up the bowl because you want it to look presentable, of course. But that is your easy, inexpensive tuna salad with very little ingredients but taste good. On that note, you guys, I thank you all for tuning in. I'll talk to you guys later, and be blessed.